Welcome to the show. My name is Dr. Damages. We're coming to you from the greatest city in the world, Abuja City.
Oh.
How did I do? Did I get it right? Did I say it right? Did Madam laugh? You think I'm doing well? Good. All right. So Abuja is so great that... Hey, hold on. I get it. Abuja is so great that... No? Okay, I got it. Abuja is so great that a district renamed itself after President Goodluck Jonathan. No? It didn't happen? They said no? Wow. Okay, wait, I will get it. Wait. Just hold on. Okay, Abuja is so great that Aso Rock slaps... No, it's not working. Okay, I get it. Abuja is so great that Zuma Rocks climbs... You can climb, no? What is going on? Okay, I got it now. Abuja is so great that foreign-born Nigerian kids cry when you tell them you're taking them to Nigeria. But they jump up and down when you say you're taking them to Abuja. Watch.
Please welcome to the show, Dr. Njakiri Damages.
Welcome to the show. My name is Dr. Damages. We're coming to you from the greatest city in the world,
New York City.
Yeah, New York City is so great that our politicians are bribing one another to win a spot on the race for mayor. Hey. Watch.
6 New York politicians were arrested Tuesday on charges involving bribery and the upcoming New York City mayor's race.
The criminal complaint describes an unappetizing smorgasbord of graft and greed.
The allegations center around former state Senate Democratic leader Malcolm Smith. There was an alleged plot to let him pay up to $80,000 to GOP bosses so he could run for mayor as a Republican.
Wow, $80,000 to run for mayor as a Republican. Can you imagine that? In New York City? Trust New Yorkers. This is their reaction to the story.
Stop, please.
Find a new hobby.
Stop your bullshit.
Stop that shit. Y'all need to stop that shit. Come on, man.
So how was your Easter?
It was good.
Good. You all look so refreshed. It doesn't look as if you were nailed to the cross like people in the Philippines. You all look so fresh that I doubt if you even carried the cross like Jesus. Hi. I had wanted to nail myself on the cross to show my commitment to living and suffering like Jesus. And then I got this Facebook status update from Sheikh Gumi. Do you all remember him? The Islamic scholar.
Yes.
He said on the message that Jesus did not die on the cross.
Oh, yeah?
But that instead he was in coma like Ariel Sharon.
Hey!
Oh, wow.
Nonsense. Even President Jonathan disagreed with the man. Listen to President.
That is not correct. That is not correct.
That is not correct. That is not correct. Now, Sheikh Gumi did not say the name of the hospital where Jesus has been in coma. Now, that is what I call nailing yourself on Facebook status page. A lot of people do that each day on Facebook. These are people you otherwise think that their heads are correct until they post something on Facebook like this one. You'd be like, what? Charlie Boy says that his best and brightest ideas come from his coffin. Yeah, he has a coffin. That's where the idea comes. Some people have told me that my best ideas come from my behind, you know. Oh. Now, what do you think is the source of Gumi's best ideas? I also noticed that during the Easter festivities, that government officials all over Africa were telling people to emulate the life of Jesus and then trust poor Africans. They are used to suffering. They all started carrying the cross like Jesus. Instead of picking up cane, koboko, and chasing out all those thieves, all those robbers in their government, they pick up the cross. Africans. Our First Lady, Patience Jonathan, was absent from the Good Friday service. It made a lot of people to panic. You know, good women always attend Good Friday service. Yeah, initially I thought she was just preparing for her resurrection. Then her spokesman came out to say, she went abroad to attend to her foster mother who was sick. Yeah. Nobody reported that in any newspaper that Virgin Mary was sick. I didn't read that. Anyway, I didn't have a great Easter.
Oh, what happened?
Yeah. I went to work on Good Friday evening and I finished on Sunday morning. On my timesheet, I wrote, pay me for 3 days. See slap. What 3 days? My supervisor asked. And then he added, Happy Easter. There were people who had Happy Easter. Like the people who had the privilege of having their feet washed by the Pope. Oh yes, our new Pope is still breaking new grounds. Instead of following tradition and washing and kissing the feet of priests, Pope Francis chose to wash and kiss the feet of prisoners. Watch. Yeah. I wanted to say yucky. But again, these were scrubbed feet of Europeans. I said to myself, if he really wanted to show that he's humble, let him wash and kiss the feet of a black man who grew up without shoes. But guess what? It happened. It actually happened. There was this embarrassing moment, not shown on TV. It's not on your TV. When the Pope washed the feet of a black prisoner. Watch. As the Pope bent down to kiss the foot, the black man yelled, "Me for." The Pope was rattled. When the Pope got home, he discovered that his wristwatch was gone. Now, here is the Pope complaining about the incident. Watch.
Mañana, Viernes Santo, vamos a conmemorar una escena muy fea, cuando Pilatos se lava las manos.
Well, it happened that the black prisoner was actually bursting from Britain. His name is Mr. James Ibori, otherwise known as the Ogidibodibo of Africa. I know what you are thinking. Forget about the Pope, forget about Easter, forget about all those jazz. Are we in the midst of a nuclear war yet? I know, the grandson of that original madman in North Korea, Kim Jong-un, is threatening to blow up America. Many are wondering, what led to this escalation? Well, I'll tell you. It turns out that Kim Jong-un's dream of meeting Dennis Rodman was not fulfilled completely. He made Dennis Rodman quite all right, but it wasn't consummated. Before he moved his missiles into the position of a moment of explosion, he was heard talking over the phone, saying, but you promised Dennis. Let that be a warning to all of you. Don't fall in love with people when you are not ready to consummate it. You. Meanwhile, all eyes are now on President Barack Obama. The world is waiting for his reaction. Instead of him to be making big speeches preparing for war, he spent this week meeting with African leaders. For some strange reasons, Obama did not invite our own president, Dr. Goodluck Jonathan. He didn't. Yet, immediately after that meeting with African leaders, Obama came out and announced a new project, the one that will now map out the human brain. Imagine what the project would have been if Obama had the chance to pick on the brain of our president. In Kenya, as promised, those 6 people sitting on the Supreme Court, they handed over victory to Uhuru Kenyatta. Yeah, he's now the president. Immediately after, the president-elect joined Twitter. He joined Twitter and they said that he wasn't a smart man. Yeah? Now he has over 150,000 followers in just 1 week. I have been on this job for more than 2 years, about 2 years. How many followers do I have? 1,200. Anyway, I still have more followers than President Goodluck Jonathan. Jonathan doesn't even have a Twitter account. According to his new media chief, Reno Omokori, he said that the president is not interested in Twitter because he's not interested in popularity contest with young rascals who just want to say anything to be noticed. Like this man. And this man. And this woman. Talking about President Jonathan, Reno reminded us, and I quote, "Don't forget that he has a PhD. He is a philosophy king, and so he thinks before he acts." Quote unquote. No doubt, President Jonathan is a philosophy king. But let's see if the president agreed. Mr. President, is it true that you are a philosophy king?
That is not correct. That is not correct.
That is not correct. That is not correct. No? Okay. We now know that President Jonathan is ready to grant amnesty to Boko Haram members. The only thing holding up the announcement is finding out who is their daddy. President Jonathan insists that he must know the Papa Ghost before granting them amnesty. And he suspects this man. No, not this man. No, not that. Yes, that one, yeah. When I was coming up the stage, I was told that another 1,000 women are to be married off in Kano. I say, forget about the job in Abuja. I'm heading to Kano right now. And these women are the correct women. They understand the actual role of a wife in a family.
Hey!
As articulated by our favorite pastor, Chris Oyakhilome. Watch.
The reason God made woman was because of man.
Yeah. The reason God made women was because of men. The man of God went on to say that women was not God's original idea.
So woman was not his original idea. Listen, this is reality.
Can I get an amen? Amen. I can't hear you. Can I get an amen? Amen. Yeah, that single sermon touched so many lives. It turned this woman from this to this. These are the news making headlines across Nigerian newspapers. Power cut interrupts President Jonathan's Easter message in Lagos. Watch.
And I believe with love and peace, this country will get the right
Yeah, immediately after, I saw Christiana Mampo slapping her head, yelling, "Why was I not there? Why was I not there?" I am and will remain committed member of our Awolowo family, says President Jonathan. Good for you, sir. Good for you, Dr. Goodluck Azikiwe Awolowo Abubakar Jonathan. Good for you. Good for you. Impunity, not corruption, is Nigeria's biggest problem, says Sanusi, the central bank governor. Yeah, the same way talking too much, not doing too much is Sanusi's biggest problem. I didn't go to Rome to become Pope, says Cardinal Onayinkan. I agree. I did not take JAMB to become a doctor either. Presidency. It is Ndibo's turn, says Emeka Anyoko. Ask why. Anyoko said, sharing the Commonwealth should be turn by turn. Old age no good, Sha. No good. Jonathan misfired when he abolished JAMB, says ex-education minister. Come on, people, come on. Let's first of all rejoice that he has found the trigger and knows how to pull it. Rejoice, my people. Forget about whether he misfired. He found the trigger. Henry Oka, we will resume bombing Friday, says Mend. People, that's a bad idea. This is no longer your grandfather's JTF anymore. If you kill one, they kill 20. Boko Haram's tactics baffling, says General Ihejirika. Hey, yeah. I say, swallow your pride, General, and ask your ancestors to help you reveal their master plan. Just like the OPC. This one is beyond this. You have to be deep into the news to know that. All right. No big deal posing semi-nude, says ex-beauty queen Sandra Iwu. Of course, of course. So take it all off. Let's have something to talk about. Just let's have something to talk about. I have never met the girl that took picture with me in bed, says hip-hop star Davido. My man, you are lucky. In my own case, I never met that girl and she said the baby was mine. It's time for your email. This is what I'm talking about. My money is coming out.
Yes, so doctor, I use your
wow.
money correctly.
God bless America. So, go ahead with the emails.
Yes, our first email is from Benga.
Russian man, don't get any ideas. Okay, go ahead. Go ahead.
Our first email is from Benga, and he writes, Dear Dr. Damages, I really like your show and I think you are Nigeria's Jon Stewart. My questions are you a real doctor?
Hey, stop the man. Stop the man there. What do you want me to be? Jon Stewart of Nigeria?
Mm-hmm.
To fear one. Haven't you heard what President Morsi in Egypt is doing to Egyptians Jon Stewart? In fact, I'm thinking of changing my name from Dr. Damages to Good Samaritan. Yeah, because Reno Omokri said that nobody remembers the critics. And I want to be remembered. To fear one. Jon Stewart? No. Next.
Our second email is from Kojo Woods. He writes, Dear Dr. Damages, it was reported in the Nigerian Vanguard newspaper that the special assistant to Nigeria's First Lady, Dame Patient Jonathan, one Mr. Ayo Osinlu, urged Nigerians to pray for their leaders as it is done in other countries. My only question to you is Patient Jonathan elected Nigerian leader? If yes, when was she elected?
Kojo, your problem is that you think too much. You think too much. Was she elected, you asked? Who elected Jonathan? Unless you count the ghosts that voted and gave him 110% of registered voters in places like River State, your state. Look here, my friend. I am sure that you are not married. If you were married, you will know that no election past marriage. The First Lady is married to the presidency, and not just to the president. Without the First Lady, there is no presidency. Did I answer that question well? I just want you. I have to make her happy. Remember the job. All right, go ahead. Next.
Our third email is from Adamu Aliyu. Dear Dr. Damages, I'm still in shock, Dr. Damages. Please, I want to know if this story I'm reading is true. Tell me now that it's not another April's Fool.
Hey, what is the story? What is the story? That I have denounced my youthful exuberance. Is that it? Anyway, Aliyu, thank you so much for sending your congratulations to me. And I will meet you at my time at Zone 2 to talk about that plot of land, So call me, Abuja number. Yes. Next.
Our fourth email is from Uma in Atlanta. Kedu, Dr. Damages. My name is Uma from Atlanta, and I am on the hot seat of Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. What is the full name of NNPC? I know the P is for patient, but I don't know the rest.
Uma, that is very simple. It is the name of the company that designed that dress that Patient Jonathan wore to her brother-in-law's funeral. You remember that dress? Yeah. The NNPC means Nipples and Nighties Patients Corporation. NNPC, Nipples and Nighties Patients Corporation. Got it?
Now what?
Next.
Our fifth email is from Oscar in Liverpool, England, and he writes, Dear Dr. Damages, I love your program and it is very entertaining and educative. Let's keep sensitizing Nigerians on the heels of our leaders and poor governance. This will embolden them to ask critical questions and demand for accountability. If GEJ is sensible, he should conduct a credible election and melt away. He has failed his PhD thesis. He marks 10 out of 100.
Wow.
Nothing to remember in his government other than corruption.
Oscar, that man doesn't give a damn what score you give him. In fact, he just abolished JAMB for giving him that kind of score you just gave him. So be very careful. Don't let the president abolish you too. Next.
Our last email is from Aliko. He writes, alarms going off.
What?
Dr. Damages, Ruby Nabati has finally promised Rudolph Ogwu and has fed him to her excellent excellency. So, Mr. Ogwu, the new Doinke Okupe, is he also going for an emergency operation for his pocket? Or he's been promised his own slice of the cake? Personally, I believe he should bring her to your clinic for all her medical treatments, especially the much-needed English vocabulary.
Yes, I understand what you are saying. It's kind of complicated, but I tell you what, watch next week. If you guys in Nigeria, if only you disgruntled Nigerians, stop signing and sending this petition against our excellency. Yeah, people, let them come here. She will come here and I will operate on her. Just keep this your petition. Stop sending it. Did I answer that right too? Yeah. Okay, she will be happy with that. All right. That's all the time we have for emails. Please continue to send your emails to drdamages@gmail.com. And if you don't send your emails, you may not get a chance to see.
Hey.
All right. Here is my concern for today. Those who say you don't know how much you need to know before you know how little you know have a lot to know before they know how much you can change with the little that you know. That's our show for today. Until next week, I diagnose.
You heal yourself.
I'm on the rock, and then I take a stop. I had to run like a fugitive.
Welcome to Forstview Luxury Hotel. At Forstview Luxury Hotel, we offer excellent service. Our rooms have all the necessary facilities to make your stay comfortable and memorable. You will also have access to internet service, breakfast, 24-hour power supply, full air condition, free international calls, free tire pumping service, and free car battery charge. So what are you waiting for? Quickly visit Forstview Luxury Hotel. We are located at number 1 Adeola Bamishile off Raji Rasaki Road, First Estate, Amuwo, Odofin Festac, Lagos. For more information or reservation, please call us on 08075787135 or 08099900601. You can also take advantage of our online ongoing promo at www.forceviewhotel.com to make your reservation and payment for your favorite room, which attracts a discount rate. Please note, rooms are reserved based on first come, first serve. Forstview Luxury Hotel. Experience the home of comfort. They come.